Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Mountaineers will get this season underway as toe meets leather. From inside the 10, here he comes. Buys just enough space across the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. Power football with the run. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. Let's talk about Alabama. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Guys, let's chat about Alabama. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Gives it on the option. Breaks into the open. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pressure coming. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart, and he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet. It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this.
Converts on fourth down, still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's 2nd and long. To throw, it's Simpson. Safe completion on the screen. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Let's talk about Alabama. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown Tide! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the West Virginia Mountaineers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right. I tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a big year.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Fires to the right. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll run it from the gun.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Looking for a deep man. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Trying to make magic with his feet. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Mountaineers will hustle to the line. Leaves it with the running back. There he goes. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. A run for the quarterback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Mountaineers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the 2nd one, and now they'll... And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And here's the return. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Use the play fake, now to throw. Snags it on the right. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive, maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. That's exactly what happened. Nice job.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Mountaineers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Gives it on the option. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter.
Loss of 2. Brings up 3rd down.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take... At the stats. Well, this offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. Way too close to punt, way too far for the field goal. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Well, this quarterback has a ton of confidence in his wide receivers to win one-on-one, and you're not going to get a bigger opportunity to prove that than on that 4th down. That was a throw vertically down the field. Not an easy one to complete. He just knew where his guy was going to be and when. Stuck it right on him, and they keep the drive alive.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Quick pass on the jet motion. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40, the 20. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the 2nd level of the defense before the defense even knows.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
And I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. To the air on 1st down. It's complete. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. Let's take a second here and think about West Virginia. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Mountaineers are in the hurry up.
Brings up third down.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Mountaineers will call on their punt team. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Makes a move. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Turning it on! They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Bringing the heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Gets it out quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Here comes the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. The Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Wide open downfield. Wide open spaces. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Pulls it in, it's Horton. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Caught over the middle, it's Brown. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Still looking on the move. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Yeah, you can tell the timing wasn't great and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
Makes the grab. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
35. West Virginia, 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes.
I'll tell you what, I love no hesitation. I love my quarterback to make that RPO read, throw it to the right really quickly, but just got to be a little bit more accurate, maybe not rush it so much.
Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. This guy just oozes toughness when he runs, bangs his way to the 20. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And the Mountaineers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Got his man to the left. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
1st down, West Virginia.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Mountaineers moving quickly to the line. Back to throw, time running short in the half. With the catch, it's Isaac. Gets away from one, he's got space. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved?
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Mountaineers line up to punt it away. Now on the return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Makes the catch. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here comes the hurry up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Grabbed over the middle. It's Perry. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Unleashes one deep. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Morgantown, sign me up for another half.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hamilton. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Gonna have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grab near the marker, it's Ward. It's a running room. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. The Mountaineers will have it 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Oh, they're after him. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Here comes that Alabama offense. The give to the tailback. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes a catch, 1st down and maybe a lot more. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Running into the open space. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know.
Oh, there's the ball. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
1st and 10.
The give on the option. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Got it behind the line. It's Gallagher. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Mountaineers decide to punt it away. A low line drive and not his best work. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Ball security always paramount. That football must be riveted to your rib cage, Jesse, and it wasn't last time.
And look, he knows that that happens again. He's going to find himself on the sideline. So this is going to be a dude very motivated to make some plays on this drive, Dave.
Yeah, and I think it's frustrating, but you got to put it behind you. You got to move on. And this offense has to go through them anyways. You got to be able to run the football and have some balance.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run down in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They punted away on 4th down. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He'll pull it down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Fires to the big fella. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a 1st down at the 23.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Might be calling a hot route. On the snap, it's Brown. There he goes. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
Well, obviously the offense went 3-and-out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The sure hands, it's Horton. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
2nd down coming up.
No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3.
35, West Virginia, 0.
And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Caught near the sticks, it's Haas. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
Man, this just starts to hurt your pride, right? You're down by several scores. It's in the fourth quarter, and they keep making big plays. This is something where you just got to buck up. You got to do something about it. You got to find something down deep and go make a play so you can get the ball back and maybe get back in this game.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. Guys, let's take a big view here on West Virginia. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Pocket breaking down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And I tell you what, if you told them they were going to be 3 for 3 now on 4th downs, they'd have said yes, please, and that's why they're winning the game right now. You get an extra down so often, you have so much success. This offense is cooking, especially on 4th down.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together.
Oh, he's got some space. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got... First and goal.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed, that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. I'm not sure what kind of vexing and magic they're trying to conjure up here, but they're sending out the field goal unit. Field goal is good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we had just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Fires left. Complete downfield. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck that had to be a blown assignment. Snagged in the middle, it's Ward. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to power their way ahead. Turning it on! They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Mountaineers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw, it's Wilkins. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play.
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. Picks it up, that's a live ball. They put together an 81-yard drive. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes that Alabama offense. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, David.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
Unloads to the right. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other.